And I do this a lot. I'm blessed to be where I am in that I work for myself. I have a fluid schedule, but I see the benefits of this. Sometimes I'll do a coaching call where someone wants to be on the phone while I'm out walking my dogs. I can listen carefully, but get some fresh air and get some exercise for my dogs. Or at times I'll take a call from a new client while I'm in the car or driving to the gym and accomplish that while I'm not actually working at my desk. The challenge is integrating our professional and personal lives and achieving that harmonious balance between professional responsibilities and individual well-being is often very challenging. We face intense workloads, long hours, and high-stakes cases, making it easy for personal life to take a back seat. Welcome to the Free Lawyer Podcast. I'm your host, Gary Miles. The Free Lawyer Podcast is designed for the lawyer, entrepreneur, or professional who is in some way unfulfilled, stressed, or stuck, and is looking for something better. We will discuss various blocks that limit us from achieving the personal freedom that we all desire, but have not yet fully experienced. And we will give actionable steps to free yourself from them. Are you looking to achieve a new level of success? If so, this podcast is for you. Hey everybody, thank you for joining me for this episode of The Free Lawyer. I'm your host, Gary Miles. I've been practicing law for 45 years, and today I'm passionate about helping you be as successful and free in your practice as I can. So if this is the first time joining the podcast, thank you so much for listening. I'm glad you're here. And on this podcast, my goal is to get as much helpful, supportive information to you as I can, so you can get greater joy and fulfillment out of your practice. And if this is your first time listening and you like what you hear, click the follow button. And so the episodes will drop for you on Mondays and on Thursdays. Mondays, I have a solo episode, and Thursdays, I have a guest episode. If you have been listening to me before and you like what you hear, you could do me a huge favor by leaving me a rating and review. It means so much to me. And what I do also is not only read out the reviews that have been left, but I also thank those who left reviews here on the podcast to get them the recognition that they deserve. And this week's review was left by Molly Creamer. Molly is simply an exceptional person, practiced law for quite a while, and now has a practice in business where she helps you be as successful as you can with your billing. She shows you how to do it in a much more timely, efficient, accurate, and less stressful way. And if you don't know Molly Creamer, Kremer, search her out. She really is an amazing resource and help to you. And this is what Molly says about the free lawyer. As a former lawyer who has left so much bondage, who has felt so much bondage and lack of freedom in a career that created more overwhelm than fulfillment, listening to Gary's podcast has helped me so much in creating more freedom and less overwhelm. All levels of attorney can benefit from his wisdom and years of experience practicing law, and now providing useful and insightful tools to help all attorneys find more freedom in their careers. A must listen. Thank you so much, Molly, for those kind words. You know how much I appreciate you, and I thank you for all you do to help so many lawyers be as successful as they can and help them deal with that terrible quandary of billing and making it work for them. So thank you, Molly. And I really am all about helping you create freedom in your practice so that you own your practice and it doesn't own you. And today we're going to talk about a topic that relates to that, work-life integration. I thank you all who have listened to me before, not only Molly for leaving that rating and review, but for those of you who are listening, feel free, if you're open to it, to leave me your own rating and review. So let's start now with today's topic of work-life integration, finding a way to balance our professional success with our personal fulfillment. And I don't usually quote her, but I do like this quote from Dolly Parton. Don't get so busy making a living that you forget to make a life. I love that. Don't be so busy making your living that you forget to make your life. Have you ever found yourself lost in work, neglecting your personal life? Have you ever yearned for more time for your loved ones, your social activities, your hobbies? How do you currently juggle the demands of your legal practice with your personal life? What are the biggest hurdles you face in achieving a harmonious work-life integration? How do you cope with the guilt or stress of being unable to strike a perfect balance between work and personal life? What if you could integrate your work demands and personal life to complete your work and still have time to see your kids' games, go to the gym, or enjoy your hobby? What if you never felt so overwhelmed and controlled by your work? What if you could find time for your family and the people and the activities that truly matter to you? The challenge is integrating our professional and personal lives and achieving that harmonious balance between professional responsibilities and individual well-being is often very challenging. We face intense workloads, long hours, and high-stakes cases, making it easy for personal life to take a back seat. However, neglecting personal fulfillment can lead to burnout, reduced productivity, and dissatisfaction. And work-life integration is not just a buzzword. It can be a crucial aspect for you to thrive both professionally and personally. It's about blending your professional and personal life to allow for success in the courtroom and fulfillment outside of it. When you prioritize your work-life integration, you enhance your mental and physical health, you improve your relationships, and you achieve greater job satisfaction and career longevity. So I'm going to divide this episode, this subject matter, into 2 episodes. Today, I'm going to go into detail in what is work-life integration, what it's not, and what are the challenges in achieving work-life integration. I'm also going to talk to you about what the benefits are of work-life integration. And next week, I'm going to explore strategies for achieving work-life integration. I'm going to give you 5 fundamental tools that you can achieve work-life integration. So let's begin by talking today about what is work-life integration. And it's different than that concept we often talk about work-life balance. Work-life integration is a more holistic approach to blending professional and personal responsibilities to complement and enhance each other. Rather than seeing work and personal life as separate entities that need to be balanced evenly, work-life integration focuses on creating synergy. And this approach acknowledges that the boundaries between work and personal life can often blur and encourages seamlessly incorporating elements of both into your daily routine. And these are the critical characteristics of work-life integration. The first is flexibility, and it emphasizes flexible work schedules that allow you to manage work and personal commitments more fluidly. So, for example, you may not work one afternoon to see your son's soccer game. You may work one evening later than you might otherwise after the kids are in bed to do some work. Blending roles. It encourages combining professional and personal activities where appropriate, such as taking work calls during a family walk or working on individual projects during breaks at work. And I do this a lot. I'm blessed to be where I am in that I work for myself. I have a fluid schedule, but I see the benefits of this. Sometimes I'll do a coaching call where someone wants to be on the phone while I'm out walking my dogs. I can listen carefully, but get some fresh air and get some exercise for my dogs. Or at times I'll take a call from a new client while I'm in the car or driving to the gym and accomplish that while I'm not actually working at my desk. Flexibility, blending roles, and the third is continuous adjustment, constantly adjusting and reprioritizing tasks based on changing circumstances and needs. And work-life integration is very different from work-life balance. Work-life balance characterizes your world as having clear boundaries, a fairly equal distribution of time and attention between work and personal activities, and complete separation of work and personal responsibilities. And a lot of folks have difficulty with work-life balance because they have a hard time maintaining that distinct separation between work and personal life. So work often encroaches on personal time. Haven't you found that to be true? And those strict boundaries are challenging, especially in professions with unpredictable demands like hours of law. And balancing those two distinct spheres creates a constant push and pull, and that creates guilt and stress. And I know that I've seen that. People can be at a soccer game and be thinking about work. And it's very, very hard to maintain that boundary. Neither of these two approaches is inherently better, but it's about finding the best for you. And we talk so much about work-life balance, and that's why today I wanted to focus on a different concept of work-life integration. So think about your professional responsibilities, your goals, and your overall well-being to determine whether a work-life balance approach or more integrated approach aligns more closely with your life and your values. And remember, the goal is to achieve a sense of harmony and fulfillment that enhances your professional success. So what are the challenges in achieving work-life integration? And we really face some pretty unique and pretty demanding challenges. And really these pop up so often in so many different arenas, don't they? But here are some of the key obstacles you might resonate with. The first is long working hours, nights and weekends, such long hours to meet deadlines, prepare for trials, handle your clients' needs. And it can leave little time for personal activities, your family, your self-care. And that leads to burnout and a diminished quality of life. 2, high stress levels. The high stakes and pressure to win cases and close your deals creates significant stress. And that stress can negatively affect your physical and mental health, making it challenging to maintain a balanced life. 3, client demands. Haven't you seen this? That client who's calls you and wants immediate answer and needs to talk to you right now, even though it's a Sunday morning? We've all experienced that. Clients expect their lawyers to be always available for urgent matters and consultations. And that constant availability can disrupt your personal time and make it difficult to set boundaries. 4, unpredictable schedules. Court dates, meetings, client emergencies can arise unexpectedly and require immediate attention. And that unpredictability makes it hard to plan personal activities and to maintain a consistent routine. 5, billable hour requirements. Many law firms have strict billable hour targets that lawyers must meet to maintain their standing and achieve bonuses. And haven't you experienced those pressures? The pressure to bill a high number of hours can lead to overworking and reduced time for personal life. And I mentioned Molly Creamer about billable hours. She's someone you should check with because she can help you bill your time more efficiently and more accurately. And that's part of the problem. Sometimes we work so hard and we don't feel like we have enough billable hours to put down. Then we feel like we're not reaching our budget and the pressure just builds. 6, competitive environment. The legal profession starts with competition in law school, doesn't it? Trying to be higher class rank to get the better job. And it just continues once we start practicing. We're vying for partnership positions, high profile cases, client retention, competing against the other lawyer to win our case. And the need to constantly prove yourself can result in prioritizing work over personal life. 7, emotional toll. Lawyers frequently deal with emotionally charged cases, such as family law disputes. I practiced family law for a long time. And the stress of getting divorced, of not knowing what's going to happen with your children, was really overwhelming. And the stress our clients felt would be shared with me. Or criminal defense, where someone's livelihood depends on you and what you do. And of course, personal injury cases. If we don't win that case, our client gets no compensation. and we don't get any fee. And the emotions that our clients feel are something we absorb. And the emotional burden of handling those cases can spill over into your personal life, affecting your well-being, your relationships. 8, lack of support by your firm. Some law firms do not have a culture that supports work-life integration. Without support from your firm, it may be very difficult to implement and maintain work-life integration strategies. That's a lot of challenges: long working hours, high stress levels, client demands, unpredictable schedules, billable hour requirements, competitive environment, and the emotional toll of our cases, and perhaps a lack of support by our firm. Overcoming those challenges is not impossible. With the right strategies and support, you can still achieve work-life integration. It's about adopting effective time management techniques, setting clear boundaries, seeking flexible work arrangements, and prioritizing self-care. And your firm can play a very crucial role in supporting you on that journey. And that's why I'm blessed that I work for myself. I'm able to create that integration of my work life and my personal life together. And what are some of the most important benefits of work-life integration? It's not just about balancing your professional and your personal responsibilities, but about finding fulfillment in both. And here are some of the most important benefits you can get by achieving work-life integration. The first is improved mental and physical health. When you integrate work and personal life, you'll reduce stress, you'll prevent burnout, and you can ensure you have time for self-care, exercise, and relaxation. Don't you wish you had that? So many of us do. And that will lead to better mental and physical health. 2, increased productivity and efficiency. When you manage your time well and blend your professional and personal responsibilities, you will become more productive and more efficient. 3, enhanced client relationships. When you're less stressed and more satisfied, you can provide better service and attention to your clients, leading to stronger, more trustful relationships. Greater job satisfaction. Achieving a balance between work and personal life leads to higher job satisfaction, making you more motivated and engaged in your practice. And you can increase your commitment and your motivation in the workplace. 5, flexibility and adaptability. Work-life integration promotes a flexible approach to managing tasks, making it easier for you to handle unexpected changes and demands in both work and personal life. You will achieve more flexible scheduling and adaptability. 6, strengthened personal relationships. When you integrate work and personal time, you will actually spend more quality time with your loved ones. Your relationships will improve. You'll enjoy better connections with family and friends. And sometimes we work so hard, we lose sight of what it's all about. It's all about those connections with our spouse, with our kids, with our best friends. 7, positive professional reputation. When you manage your work-life integration, you will be seen as more balanced and more reliable, and your professional reputation will grow. 8, increased engagement and commitment. When you feel your personal lives are respected and supported, you will be more likely to be engaged and committed to your firm. You'll feel more satisfied and fulfilled professionally. And there's little more important than feeling more fulfilled professionally. Do you always feel fulfilled by your practice? That's something to strive for. And 9th and finally, personal freedom. When you have the flexibility and strength and courage to achieve work-life integration, you will achieve true personal freedom. Your practice will no longer own you. You will have achieved the balance that you want. You will be finding time for your work and for your family and for your hobbies. And finding personal freedom as a lawyer is so important. When you embrace work-life integration, you will enjoy these benefits. You will have a more balanced, more fulfilling, and successful career and a personal life. So what I wanted to set out for you today are some of what work-life integration is, because it's very different from work-life balance, similarities, but different. I want to let you know what the major challenges are in achieving it, and also what the benefits are when you're able to make it happen. Next week, though, I'm going to give you 5 strategies to achieve work-life integration. So please come back for part 2 next week, where we will talk about how you can actually make this happen in your life, and you can find that fulfillment, that freedom, and that success that you truly deserve. Thank you so much for being with me here today. I appreciate you very, very much. And as always, please be well, be safe, and be free. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode of the Free Lawyer Podcast. Wherever you are listening, if you enjoyed what I shared, please leave me a rating and review. I would appreciate hearing more about what you like best and what topics you might like me to cover in future episodes. If you are interested in experiencing a more fulfilling and a more successful life, please contact me at www.garymiles.net, where you can schedule a free discovery call with me so I can learn more about you, your challenges, and your dreams. I appreciate each and every one of you, and have a great rest of your day. Thanks to all of you for your support.